All right. Hello again. Thank you for coming back. If you're watching this, I just started making these for fun. I'm still just doing it for fun, but people are watching, leaving comments. So if the show must go on, I guess I can keep going with some of the guns I have. The one I am going to talk about today is actually sitting here on my chest, and I assume I'm going to make some kind of YouTube plaque with an image. Hopefully, it's not clickbait. But today we're going to be talking about the JT9 rifle made by Juggernaut Tactical. Um, very much enjoy this rifle. And I've been doing a lot of my videos just live. This is my fourth take, and I realize I have to write shit down or else I'm not going to get to it. So we'll talk about this in just a second. Thank you to those who watched and left a comment on the video that my audio was pretty bad. So I got one of these little YouTube mics that you see everyone wearing. So thank you very much. Appreciate the comment. Now let's talk to the star of the show, which is the JT9 chambered in 9mm, and we are clear. But I do have a empty magazine that I'll be showing, and that is clear as well. So first off, I bought this, just a little story behind the gun. I bought this because my father actually purchased a Ruger PC carbine chambered in 9mm. I actually told him I was planning on buying the gun, and he went out and bought it. And since he bought that, I can shoot that whenever I'm at his house out of state. And I wanted to get something a little different. And I started off really wanting a Springfield St. Victor chambered in 9mm. After a lot of research, though, I couldn't find an option that wasn't featureless. So I'm sure many of you who are in the California market looking for an AR have already done all the research on featureless and featured. And if you don't live in California, you're lucky. But I couldn't find a featureless St. Victor. I wanted to have the break action so I could have the pistol grip and then also a vertical foregrip if I really want to have it. I don't know if this qualifies as a vertical foregrip. It's like a little finger grip. But anyway, first reason I wanted it was it's chambered in 9mm. I did all of my research and I ended up going with Juggernaut Tactical, ordered it from them. Very easy to deal with. My neighbor is actually an FFL, so they were able to ship it to him, filled out the paperwork, waited the 10-day waiting period, finally got it in my hands. So yes, the first reason I wanted to buy it, chambered in 9mm. Now, the other reason I really liked it, and I didn't know it at the time when I was researching it, is it's got full ambidextrous controls. So you are not full ambi, but the right-hand side, with your right hand, you can break the action, drop the magazine, or send home the bolt. First, you'd have to send home the bolt. Send home the bolt, break the action, drop the magazine, put in a new magazine, pull back the charging handle, and you're ready to go. So I appreciate that my right hand is dedicated to this firearm at all times. Now again, because this is California compliant and it's closed, I can't get that magazine out unless I hit the button. And what I'm doing is with my thumb right here, hitting this little spring button, and then I can drop the magazine. So I really appreciate that my right hand can operate that full time. So if you want to see kind of how it works, let's just say bam, 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 magazine's empty, send home the bolt, drop the mag, put a new one in, close it, pull it back, and we're good to go. So that is how the manual of arms is on this. It does take some time, but with practice, it can become muscle memory. The other benefit, which isn't so much for me, but many of you out there who own Glocks, this actually takes Glock magazines. So I think that's great if you're in the Glock ecosystem of guns. Let me just put this on for a second. If you're in the Glock ecosystem of guns, I think that's really convenient for you all. I don't own a Glock. Maybe I'll get one day once people stop telling me to buy one. But you can get a bunch of these, fill them up with ammo, and you're good to go. They'll work in your pistol or they'll work in this carbine. The other thing I really like is, well, it takes a sling. Now, this isn't the stock. This isn't the stock that it comes with. I put on a Magpul one, but you can swap it out and then put on the QD links, and then into the handguard, it's actually milled in. You can put in a quick disconnect. So I really like that I can put a sling on there. This thing is covered in pick rail and M-lock, so you can mount everything on here. I mean, you could mount in maybe an air fryer. You can mount on maybe a blender for making smoothies, but you can put any kind of attachments on here, and the pick rail runs all the way to the front, which is great. and a couple other bullet points I'll get to. I kind of wish maybe they had another option. Now, the changes I've made on this gun is I talked about the stock already. I put on a Magpul stock. I changed out that rubber grip. I wasn't really a fan of it. My hands got a little sweaty and slippery on it, the Hogue grip, but I put on this Magpul grip. Really like it. And then I put in a single stage trigger. I'm not going to get it right, but I think it's Axis Arms or something. It's a single stage trigger for a carbine, and it's got a really clean break. And then the reset is instant and then break. Very much recommend that trigger. Now, what would I wish that had been different on this gun? Well, not a whole lot. The only thing I would ask Juggernaut Tactical, and if you are watching this, the only thing that I would want is you actually have that new AR, the Inception rifle. And I think you could offer two handguard options. One being this one, being a more premium option. You could easily charge maybe $100 or more for that. But I would have actually preferred the handguard that's on your Inception rifle, where it has a little bit of 1913 rail here, then it's fully smooth along the top, and then you've got pick rail at the front. That would look really clean and be very comfortable. And with all the M-LOK, you can still get a lot of your attachments on the gun. So that's the only thing I would change on this firearm. And again, I'm very positive on this because I like it. They didn't give this to me at all. I paid full price for this. And, you know, I've done 4 takes on this video because every time I do a take and then watch it back, there's always something I forget. But the only thing I believe I'm forgetting is that this has a muzzle brake at the end that's pinned and welded for California compliance. There are several other people that have done videos on the Juggernaut Tactical series of rifles online. There's Copper Jacket TV. He's got that one chambered in 45. And then there's another guy on YouTube. You've seen him. He's super jacked. He's very good at shooting. He has the 223 version of this. I don't know what else I can say that would be valuable on this video, but if you're on the fence, I'd say go ahead and purchase it. If there are any other questions that you'd like me to answer, because there's not a whole lot of content on this online, you'd like to answer, leave a comment. I'll respond to it. But yeah, I don't think there's anything else. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and let me know if you'd like me to make any more.